it's all such a mess. Look at this mess. My hair is a mess, my clothes are a mess. I want to talk to you about life. It's just too difficult to be alive, isn't it? And to try to function. There are all these people to deal with. I tried to buy a can of tuna fish in the supermarket, and there was this person standing right in front of where I wanted to reach out to get the tuna fish. And I waited a while to see if they'd move. And they didn't. They were looking at tuna fish too, but they were taking a real long time on it, reading the ingredients on each can like they were a book. Pretty boring book if you ask me. But nobody has, so I waited a long while and they didn't move and I couldn't get to the tuna fish cans. And I thought about asking them to move, but then they seemed so stupid not to have sensed that I needed to get by them, that I had this awful fear that it would do no good at all to ask them. They'd probably say something like, "We'll move when we're goddamn ready, you nagging bitch." And then what would I do? And so then I started to cry out of frustration quietly, so as not to disturb anyone. And still, even though I was softly sobbing, this stupid person didn't grasp that I needed to get by them to reach the goddamn tuna fish. People are so insensitive. I just hate them. And so I reached over with my fist and I brought it down real hard on his head and I screamed, "Would you kindly move, asshole?" And so the person fell to the ground, looked totally startled, and some nearby child started to cry, and I was still crying, and I couldn't imagine making use of the tuna fish now anyway. So I shouted at the child to stop crying. I mean, it was drawing too much attention to me. And I ran out of the supermarket, and I thought, I'll take a taxi to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I need to be surrounded with culture right now, not tuna fish.